It's not hot at all down here on the floor of Memorial Stadium. Hello, everybody. I'm Sam McKewon with the Omaha World-Herald, Big Red Today, and Omaha.com. Well, Nebraska football starts camp tomorrow, and I pity them because they're going to have to run out in this. It's about 106 here on the turf. Probably be about that tomorrow when the Huskers get started. Today, they talked to the media up in Memorial Stadium. About 8 to 10 players and Coach Scott Frost. Now, we heard from Frost last week, but we heard again from him today. Not a lot to add to that conversation. The one thing he did say is that the battles for certain positions, including running back, maybe that second quarterback spot, maybe the right guard spot, maybe even the left guard spot, is going to be decided earlier in camp than usual. He wants to get some more continuity, and as he said, the main guys working more with the main guys. And so that's something to watch early on in camp. Otherwise, this is a team without a ton of questions. They have a few, obviously running back being one of them, but they don't have a ton of them. There's a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. You have a fourth-year starting quarterback. You've got 4 or 5 super seniors on that defensive side of the ball who are coming back for their 6th year. And so this isn't a team where we're necessarily they need name tags. We know who all these guys are, and we especially know Adrian Martinez. He looks a little different. I think he's lost even a little bit more weight since this spring. But he looked good today, and he seems confident. He says both he has a lot to prove, but he also has nothing left to lose. I think there's a sense of wanting to play free and play the way that he did, quite honestly, when he was a true freshman. I think if people remember how he looked then, that's how I think he'd like to look now, only with the benefit of 3 more years of experience in reading defenses. I think there's a lot of confidence there, a lot of confidence on that offensive line. Scott Frost has confidence in that group, even though it's a little bit young. He said the attitude is changing from a group that hopes to do well to a group that expects to do well. And Cam Jurgens, who I think has kind of grown up, kind of right in front of us over the course of 4 years, seems like a confident sort of solid center of that group, both literally and figuratively. And so he was pretty confident today in saying that his group, that unit, is the kind of group that can get other groups in line when they get out of line. A lot of talk from the defensive linemen today, Damian Daniels and Ty Robinson. They love the depth on that line. 6 or 7 guys that could go. That's a confident group as well. Very experienced. I think they feel good about where things are going. Some conversation about NIL today. Martinez is kind of Nebraska's face for that. He's the guy that's got the most NIL deals. He said it's a little bit time-consuming, but he's managed to find a way to do it. But he also said now that the season is here, he's probably going to shut a lot of that down, and he also wants his teammates to do the same. There's a level of seriousness with this group, right? That's as evident as the sweat coming down my face. It's a group that's really tired of losing and has experienced a lot of it, and is also old enough to be able to want to really do something about it. They're not lost in the fog, but they have to fix what ails them, and we'll see if they're able to do that this season. Plenty to come from Fan Day. God bless the fans that come out here tonight. It's going to be even hotter than it is now. By then, they've put it all on one side of the field so that the sun goes down and everything's in the shade, so it won't be brutal. The water fountains are running over here with the PVC pipe or whatever it is. And so it's Fan Day out here. There's going to be some people here that sign some autographs. At the same time, this team seems unusually ready and focused and just down for starting camp. They play the first major college football game of the year against Illinois, and they seem like they're ready to get practicing for it. All right, folks, we're going to have coverage, obviously, all throughout camp. For the Omaha World-Herald, Big Red Today, and Omaha.com, I'm Sam McKewon. Thanks.